Okay.
All right, I guess, Mr. Chairman, I guess we can call the meeting to order if you choose to.
Okay. This meeting is being called to order in accordance with the Open Public Meetings Act. Adequate notice of this meeting has been given in accordance with the Open Public Meeting Act, and that a notice was published in the Huntington County Democrat and the Express Times. And the notice of this meeting was posted on the bulletin board in the municipal building. Catherine, you have our flag.
Yeah.
Yeah, there we go.
Pledge allegiance.
Pledge allegiance to the
Allegiance
flag
to
of
the flag
the United States of America
Okay.
And to
and to the
the
republic
for
which
which
stands
stands
one
one
nation,
one
nation,
nation,
under
God,
indivisible,
indivisible,
with
with liberty and justice for all.
Before we do, Mr. Chairman, the roll call, we do have to swear in a new member. Mr. Witkowski, if you'd raise your right hand and repeat after me.
Sure.
Okay, I, and then state your name,
I, James Witkowski,
do solemnly swear or affirm
do solemnly swear
that I will support the Constitution of the United States
that I will support the Constitution of the United States
and the Constitution of the State of New Jersey,
and the Constitution of the State of New Jersey.
that I will bear true faith and allegiance to the same
I will bear true faith and allegiance to the same
and to the governments established in the United States and in this state,
and to the governments established in the United States and this state,
to the authority of the people,
the authority of the people,
that I will faithfully,
that I will faithfully,
impartially,
impartially,
and justly perform
and justly perform
all of the duties
all of the duties
of a land use board member
of a land use board member
according to the best of my ability.
according to the best of my ability.
So help me God.
So help me God.
Thank you. You are now sworn in. Congratulations. Welcome aboard. I don't know if Catherine has sent you an oath of office, but if she hasn't, she will.
Yep.
And then you'll sign it. Catherine, I forget, are you a notary?
Yes.
Okay, so it can be notarized by her and we're set to go. Thank you very much. By the way, nice to meet you, so to speak.
Thank
Welcome
you.
aboard, James.
Okay. Roll call.
Please call roll, yes.
Roger Salties,
Here.
Ken Weiss, Phil Corey,
Here.
Stephen Willis, Mike Shabra, Dave Dallas,
Here.
John Thenay,
Here.
Jennifer Fisher,
Here.
James Witkowski.
Present.
All right, next item on the agenda are the approval of the minutes. And the first set that we have are minutes from the March 23rd, 2022 meeting. Do I have a motion?
I'd move them, Mr. Chairman.
I
Do I have a-
think there's
Wait.
some corrections.
Wait a minute. You have to second it first, and then we can.
Okay, second.
Here we go.
Now, are there any comments or corrections or?
Yeah, some little things and one kind of bigger thing. I don't have page numbers, but I think it's on the third page, third paragraph. It starts with Chris Nusser, I think.
Okay.
It should probably be licensed professional. And then I think appeared and been accepted,
It should really say licensed professional engineer.
right? But then, yeah, after that would be, I can't tell which page. There's, the applicant was sworn in on another page, Avi Telius, and it has an address for him, which is not his
Not his address.
It says 19 Maxon, and I think it's Shack-a-Maxon. So it's like the
Is this-
word
is this a
shack.
A spelling issue?
It's just a spelling error then.
Well, yeah, and some extra syllables.
All right, so
Okay.
that can be changed.
Okay.
And then a couple of paragraphs down from that, it says John Fisher. I think it should be Jen Fisher.
Oh, I'm sorry. I was combining you and Jonathan A.
And then I
You make a
think
super team.
the last thing is the paragraph above that. It should be site, SITE, instead of site, SIGHT.
Oh, I didn't use my spell
Just
check.
little
Okay, that's fine.
spelling things.
I'll spell check it before I publish it out. Okay,
So I guess with those modifications,
I'd move the minutes.
I think they've already been moved and seconded. It's now just a matter of a roll call. Mr. Chairman. Or
Uh,
I don't know that you need a roll call. You can do it by a voice vote if you choose.
I will, all right, all in favor of approving the minutes as amended, indicate by saying aye.
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 Any opposed? Any abstentions?
I'll abstain, thank you.
Mr. Thomas, I was at the meeting, but I couldn't participate, so I don't know.
I'd ask you to abstain, and of course, Mr. Witkowski did abstain appropriately, so. thank you.
Okay, I'll abstain also. Thank you.
Okay.
Thank you, Roger. You're keeping me honest.
so who else abstained? It was Phil Corey and James Witkowski, correct?
Yep, Witkowski, yep.
Yep.
Witkowski. Okay.
All right. The next set of minutes that we have were from the July 13th, 2022 meeting. Do I have a motion to approve these minutes?
So moved.
Do I have a second?
Second.
All right, are there any additions or corrections? All right, hearing none, all in favor of approving the July 13th minutes indicate by saying aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Any abstentions?
I'll abstain.
And I think I can vote, I can say yes to these because the applicant was not present, if I recall. On that one,
Okay. Okay, good. So we only have Mr. Witkowski abstaining.
Okay, next item on the agenda, approval of bills. And we have 4 sets of bills here. One from Colliers in the amount of $1,330.23. And there are 3 from Dole and Dolan, one in the amount of $158.99, one for $107.81, and one for $1,285.12. Do I have a motion to approve the bills?
So moved.
Do I-
Second.
Okay, could you call, Catherine?
Yeah, that's a roll.
Roger Soltis,
Yes.
Phil Corey,
Yes,
Dave Dallas,
Yes.
Jonathan A,
Yes.
Jennifer Fisher,
Yes.
James Witkowski.
Abstain.
All right, next item is new business, and the first item on the new business is the memorialization of resolution for the Township of Franklin, and that involved the 2 or 3 lots adjacent to the municipal building. Does would anybody care to make a motion to, before we
Mr. Chair?
do, we got a corrected copy from Adam, our engineer.
Right, and I've included that now, his modifications I've sent to Catherine, and essentially what he
Yeah.
was doing.
That's the copy that you received, was the corrected copy.
Okay.
And
Yep.
what he really
I wasn't sure
corrected was
because, yeah, because I seen he sent the copy too, okay? And
Yeah.
oh,
I was
in
through
any
that.
event, the good news is you have the corrected copy from all kinds of sources. And what the modifications were, was that for whatever reason, the address that I put on for the municipality, I got Sydney Road right, but I didn't get the number right. So he corrected me on that. And of course, this was a resolution that originally said it was going to be memorialized sometime during the summer. And so now we've just changed the date to today's date.
Okay, good.
Roger Thomas, I have a question for you also. Since I am deemed the applicant as the representative of the township, I'm voting abstaining from this thing as well,
You're
correct?
abstaining, correct.
Okay,
Okay, would somebody like to make a motion to approve this resolution?
So moved.
Do I have a second?
Second,
All right. Are there any comments on this?
I just had a little comment again on the top of page 4. It says A and then no. I think the A needs to come out.
What line? Top of page 4?
First line,
Oh, reiterated that, oh, yeah. No, actually, it should really be reversed. It should be reiterated that purpose A.
no, I think we're not looking at the same thing.
No, I think we are.
I'm not, the sentence you're reading isn't the sentence that
Oh.
I'm reading. At the bottom of page 3, it says, he also felt that there is a no substantial detriment. So either
Oh,
a
okay.
substantial or no substantial.
Okay, I see what happened. When it gets sent by email,
It doesn't always end up on the same pages.
Yeah. Yeah, although
I pulled them out
there
when
are
I was
page
like
numbers, there are page
reading
numbers,
through.
but I agree with you. That A gets eliminated. I agree.
Okay.
Thank you, Jen.
I felt a little nitpicky today, so I went through everything.
That's okay.
You did a good
We need to
job,
have
Jen.
Somebody to do that.
Unless you're from Canada and A just shows up all the time.
Yeah,
so.
that's
All right, is that it?
that's all I saw.
Okay. So can we call the roll now based on the approval of the corrected, the minorly corrected resolution?
Sure. Roger Soltis,
Yes.
Dave Dallas,
Yes.
Jonathan A,
Yes.
Jennifer Fisher,
Yes,
James Wittowski.
I'll abstain.
And Catherine, I'm abstaining also.
Yes, I have that down. Okay.
Oh, sorry.
No, it's all good.
All right, the second item under new business is the memorialization of the resolution for the Yum Chill Wen Holdings application for the Wendy's and the Walmart Plaza.
Mr.
somebody-
Chairman, there has also been some, if I can interrupt, I apologize. There's some modifications that have been suggested both by Adam as well as the applicant's attorney. I find them to be acceptable. With regard to Adam, he indicated on the last page, page 12, he wanted to add on paragraph 15, this approval is subject to the payment of appropriate fees and taxes, including, this is the adding part, including performance bonds and inspection fees in accordance with the MLUL requirements. So I don't disagree with that at all. If you go back to page 11, there was a question as to whether or not the EV facilities were going to be installed or they were going to be made ready. It is my understanding that they are to be made ready. So therefore, that paragraph now reads, this approval is subject to the applicant providing EV facilities on a made ready basis. So in other words, what happens is that they put all the electrical stuff in, that's the best I can describe it. And then they presumably will put in the EV stations at a later date. Now, if that's not what your intent was, then, you know, it's your resolution. You're the ones that end up dealing with that. Now, I would also indicate that there's a couple of other minor things that were pointed out on the first page, the first whereas clause. It was suggested that we're dealing with a minor site plan and a variance, and I'm sorry, minor site plan and sorry, a site plan and use variance application that's now placed in there. And then on page 4, there was a misspelling of a word. It should really read purpose as opposed to propose. Then apparently I managed to get Mr. Lieber's name spelling wrong on a couple of occasions. So that's now been corrected. And then there's the issue on condition number 7. So if you agree with condition number 7, as well as the others, you can memorialize it. If you don't agree with condition number 7, then you can modify it and to more accurately reflect what you did in regard to this application.
Does anybody have any problem with any of that?
can we make other comments yet or not?
Yes, go ahead.
Page 3, It's the second full paragraph that starts with Mr. Lieber. It says in the second sentence, he advised the board that the lunch facility had been vacant. And I don't, were you hungry that day?
Okay,
Would that be the bank?
Jen, hold on.
facility?
I'm looking at my page 3, and what I have where it says this, the second paragraph, it says, Mr. Lieber of East Point Engineering testified on behalf.
The next full paragraph, the
Oh,
second,
and second sentence.
second sentence. He advised the board.
Oh, yeah, that the lunch facility.
I'm not sure. though.
That's, I guess I was. It's obviously it's a bank facility.
Yeah, okay.
Thank you. Didn't pick that up. Anything else?
What page was that, Jen? I'm sorry. What page was that?
Page 3, the second full paragraph, second sentence. And I'll send you a revised copy.
Oh, lunch facility. Okay, I see. Okay.
Okay, I think that's it. I don't remember frankly if there was a motion.
No, there wasn't. Would somebody like to make a motion based on these comments and corrections?
I'll
So
move it,
moved.
Roger. Second,
Okay. Would you call the roll, Catherine?
Okay, Roger Salties,
Yes.
Phil Corey,
Abstain.
Dave Dallas,
yes.
Jonathan A,
Yes.
Jennifer Fisher,
Yes.
James Whittakowski.
Abstain.
Okay, that takes care of all official business that we have for tonight. Would anybody from the public care to make any comments?
Okay, Frank Toda would like to make a comment.
Can you hear me?
Yes, we can, Frank. Thank you.
Okay, great. It should take about 2 minutes. I wanted to take a moment just to
Mr. Toda, can I
express.
interrupt? Since I already have, would you be kind enough? You've already stated your name. Could you be kind enough to give us your address, please, for the record?
16 Upper Kingstown Road.
Thank you.
So I just wanted to take a moment to express my disappointment with the nature of the process undertaken to fill the open positions on the Land Use Board. It's my understanding from recent Township Committee meetings that originally one position was open and that only one person was interviewed for the position, yet there were multiple applicants, none of whom were interviewed. In being questioned as to why this occurred, the explanation showed nothing less than a half-hearted effort to reach out to other applicants and demonstrated there was no earnest attempt to ensure all were interviewed before making a decision. In fact, one person was never even contacted. It's unclear why more diligent efforts were not undertaken to contact the other applicants for the original position. Many of you run businesses, and it's unlikely you or those you manage would fill a role after speaking to only one of multiple known applicants. Given the importance of these roles, we deserve a better process. Having attended many of this year's Land Use Board's meetings, it's clear to me the committee does important work and its members generally deliberate in a very thoughtful manner. Residents bear the consequences of the decisions of this body and deserve a process that's rigorous and transparent. The manner of this selection was neither, and as such, does nothing but fuel distrust of the process, call into question the integrity of those involved, and will serve to undermine the confidence residents have in the competence of the board's decisions. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Toda. I would only add that that is not a process that this board gets involved in. That is a function that occurs at the council level or committee level. Anybody else?
All right, hearing no other comments from the public. Are there any comments from the board members on non-agenda items or other business to come before the board? Catherine, could you tell us if there's anything coming up?
Not as of right now. I've had a couple of questions, like I said, regarding the solar. So we'll see how that goes.
It's my understanding, Mr. Chairman, that there will not be a meeting on the 28th of September.
No.
Thank you.
All right, any other comments from the board members? All right, hearing none, I'll entertain a motion for adjournment.
So moved.
Second?
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? All right, good night, everybody, and
Good night, everybody. Have a good rest of the week.
Yes.
Good night, everyone.
Good night, all.
Good night.
Take care.
Good night.